Morning and welcome to the High Roller Day 2. Literally, very first hand. Tony Filoni sat in the middle. We have a full table. The buy-ins today, Jay. Well, I think we set a line around about 20, didn't we?
18, doubled the field. 18 made it through yesterday, 18 day 2 buy-ins today, so 36 coming back. It's going to be thick and fast, bust outs early on. Going to be multiple 10 big blind stacks out there. Featured table to start the day for us. See Jack Oliver there in 2.
Fletcher's in C1, Mick Fletcher from Blackpool.
Yeah, Rob Boone in 3, Nicholas Filoni in 4, Robbie Ball in 5, Dave Doherty in 6, and Brandon Shields is in 8.
Is that Robbie or Ruby?
Robbie, yeah, Robbie Ball.
Afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the High Roller.
So back-to-back all-ins for Brandon early on. Ace King first, Queen Jack suited second, both standard as can be. And this one looking like it's going to get through. Just Robbie in the big blind to worry about, and another one through for Brandon. A little 50% stack increase, first 2 hands, just getting a couple of shoves through.
Is it in, Paul? Afternoon, John. Afternoon, everybody. Afternoon, the Pixie. Fly, crash, repair, and repeat. We are starting day 2 of the High Roller. No. So good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to should be an exciting day of the High Roller, crowning a champion at whatever time it may be.
I don't think it was Mick Fletcher in one. It's Mr. Kevin Warlow.
Oh, I thought it was. I thought it was Mick Fletcher. I'm not being funny, but from the back, it looks like Mick Fletcher.
Wears a black cap as well, Mick. Yeah, I can see it. Does look a bit like
Mick Fletcher. And from the back as well, when the overview camera comes in, that is Mick Fletcher's brother.
We've got an all-in and a cool Rob Boone here, shoving the pocket 8s over Kevin's open. Kevin calls it off with the ace-10. So Rob day 2 buy-in, flipping for his tournament life early on. The 9.5 fading aces and 10s. That's not a good start.
That is not.
Some plausible backdoors. That's not one of them, so could be losing Rob Boone.
We need an 8. And it's not, it's a 2.
How we doing, everyone tuning in? How we doing, Max Alley, Mick the Mod, Warren, Big Bazza, all joining in for the High Roller Day 2. We've got a giveaway coming on later today, £110 closer ticket.
Warren's playing today. Afternoon, Warren. He's outside playing. He used to work here in Blackpool. Come in disguise. Slimmed down a lot, got a beard and all that malarkey. He's come in proper disguise. What if you take the hat off? I wonder if it all comes off at the same time. So Mr. Boone eliminated out of the High Roller. He will be jumping straight into the main.
Max Alley says, good afternoon, lads. Let's get a decent treble of one of you for Saturday before the World Cup break.
Is there any football this week?
There'll be League 1 Championship.
Oh, Championships.
I know you said there's still one more game, isn't there?
I'm sure
there's still one more game.
Absolutely no idea.
Before the World
I don't
Cup.
know.
Yeah, looking forward to this today, guys. It's notable names, as always, in the High Roller. Plenty chips in play. Going to be a long day for us. We had over 20 runners less in Luton, and that was around a 1 AM finish, so if that's anything to go on.
Yeah.
Could be a long day here on the Thursday, but always love covering the High Rollers.
Only just started, that's the thing. the weird thing is you get up at the same time, you have breakfast at the same time, you just come into late.
Yeah, exactly.
Just come into work a little bit later.
So we've got day 3 betting here. The 10s makes it just sub 4x out of the small blind versus Robbie's open on the button, and that will be that for the hand. Going to be opening any ace on the button once folded to us, but met with this 3 bet here. I think this is just going to be the end of Robbie. Dave takes it with the 10s.
Big buzzer. You can't have two names. You have to be Bowbag or Big Bazza. You can't be both. So one of them has to go. Whether it's on Twitch or YouTube, I don't mind which. You've just got to have the same. You've got to have the same name. What happens if you log into both? You'll be talking to yourself. So Tony Filoni with a decent stack. He's got the Italian flag on his chin.
He's got the old 1BB, 2BB and 3BB.
He has, they're all there.
Ready to slide into the middle.
Yeah. I wonder where he got that from. I'm going to have to ask him at the break. So incoming into seat 4.
Yeah, we haven't actually got our usual iPad with us that we get the news filtered through.
We will get it.
When we get it with us, we can let you know about bust outs around the room.
Yeah. Mitch coming in.
Yeah.
Saw him all last night as well.
Great.
Does that mean we must have table broke? So it must have gone from 36 to 32.
So we've lost 4, obviously.
Lost 4 already.
You know, Rob Boone's gone. So Mitch taking his seat after a great night for him yesterday. I think whatever happens now this week, even if he maxes out in the main, it will be a winning trip for Mitch.
Yeah.
Great game for us on the live stream last night. You can go and watch that back on either Twitch or YouTube /GUKPT. If you did miss last night's cash game, it was a cork up. Saw some huge pots, some mad bluffs run as well. So Nick Filoni, 10-9 of diamonds under the gun +1 off of his stack size. I think we want to be opening that one, but just taking the tighter approach and see Mitch move all in here. Day 2 buying as well for his 7 big blinds from the cutoff, pocket 7s. Jack 10 for Jack Oliver. I think we could see this one hit the mark tower. Don't think Jack's going to be calling this off. I think Queen Jack would probably put it in. I think Jack 10. Half jam from 7 BBs. And there is the fold.
Indeed. Big Bazza, old Bowbag, he's got a YouTube channel. What doing? That's what we want to know. What doing? Pray tell. Was you up for breakfast this morning?
I was actually.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm at the sender on her travels this morning. She's gone back home, so we got up, had a bit of food.
Yeah.
Sitting there in the hotel restaurant having me lunch / breakfast. Tower walks in, shorts, t-shirt, like it's the middle of summer. Morning.
It was really warm this morning. Proper warm. We'll get Facebook sorted, Mark. We'll send the message that Facebook is doing. We'll get that sorted for you. I know you like to watch it on there. So we said we'd had a table split.
Yeah.
And that's because
We've lost a lot.
we have lost 1 or 2. Tom Middleton was the first out. Rob Boone was the 5th person out. Rob Boone, who we saw on our table,
Third hand, wasn't it?
third hand in, was the 5th person out. Tom Middleton, Jack Hardcastle, Ewan McNicholas, and Guy Taylor. I'm guessing they were all day 2 buyings.
Yeah, they all were. They're 4 names as well to bust first for the day.
That'd have been a good final table.
And then lost Rob Boone,
Lost Rob Boone as well.
followed by Terry Jordan Senior. I believe Junior's in the field as well.
Okay.
So Terry Jordan Senior out. Jamie Nixon also going as well. Daniel Laidlaw we lost, which actually leaves us up to now, which means we are down to 28 players, guys.
Wowzers.
So lose 4 more, it's going to be a 3-table redraw.
Ah, of course it is. So we're on.
Yeah, so he's just from there.
So blind on blind here, Josh with the Jack 9 should be continuing. I think completing going to be the approach more often than not, although he is reaching for some big green chips. So he's going to bump this up, makes it 25k, and may work versus this particular hand, but fairly small size in here tower. I like to see at least 3x, closer to 3.5x blind on blind here, but Josh gets the job done none the least, and we know the reasons. Just want to be sizing up when we're out of position. There's a chance to take it down pre. Opponent getting more attractive price when we choose that small size in blind on blind and can peel very wide with position from the big.
If you've got a YouTube channel, Bazza, use it. Stop being lazy. Get on with it. No, Beefy, good to see you guys again. Hope everyone has been well. I'm well excited to see some great poker being played. Nice one, Beefy. Or not Beefy as it is. We're back now for... We had the cash yesterday from around about 7:30 all the way through till 2 AM. And then today we just started. This is level 1 of the day for us in the high roller. And then Friday, Saturday and Sunday we will be concentrating on the main event that already has over 100 runners in it for day 1A.
And we see Dave Doherty here, opening fives from under the gun, and Robbie defending the big blind with the ace and 9. Ace Jack deuce all hearts. Dave flops best here and does choose to check this one behind. I like check from Dave here on this board. Like, we can't really have too many flushes on the ace jack 2 all heart board. Only a few combinations, whereas Robbie can have a hell of a lot. So like decision from Dave to check back this particular board tower. Like, it's a different story if it's like jack high all hearts, but when the ace and jack are hearts on there, Robbie's just going to have so many more flushes than we do from our gun open. Now Robbie choosing to lead on this 8 turn, trying to get some value from his top pair. Like, Dave will have a lot of hands that check back that can call a turn bet on this occasion. 5's not going to be one of them.
Instantly knows when he's beat. Table stacks in C order. There we go. Chip leader C1. There's Kev. Big stack for Tony Filoni in C number 4. Josh comes to the table with 423. Dave Doherty 625.
Good afternoon, Alistair.
Afternoon.
Played with Tony Filoni a couple of times. Does he always have 3 pre-prepared stacks out in front of him ready to go? Yes, he does.
He does indeed. Don't know why, we don't know where he's got it from. He is the only person that does it, like in the entire world,
yeah,
that actually does that. Could be confusing for the dealer because that's not actually an action line. That's part of the just a table, so it's not an action line. So them chips could confuse a few people, I must admit.
Yeah, so Brandon going to choose to open off 12.5 here with the king 9 of diamonds. Jack going to move all in here with the king jack, and I like this here from Jack as well. Like, Brandon's range here off a 12.5 is probably going to have a lot of shoves in it, so it's pretty condensed. Like, a lot of the time he's going to be pretty polar in these spots off of this stack size. It's going to be either like his nutted hands, his aces, kings, queens, ace, king, or it's going to be like his steals, some suited king X, some ace X, these type of hands here. And Jack just taking the spot with the king jack, and looks like Brandon is still going to call it off here with the king 9 suited.
Brandon. Sees the bad news, Jack Oliver. Chance to double. Queen, Jack, 8.
Yeah, so Jack on his way to a double, just fading a 10 ball. And it's 5 of diamonds, so Jack Oliver gets the double up, and Brandon going to be left with 5 bigs now. Just happy to get that in for the 12.5 after opening to 2 BBs. Must be close. Brandon's probably a lot clued up, more clued up on that particular spot than me. Just think we're going to have plenty of shoves off the 12 big blinds, just open shoves. A lot more than we do opens.
Afternoon, Fletch. At the White Lion at Wrightington. Nice to finally shake your hands with me. Indeed, Paul. Indeed, indeed. Good to see you. And good luck if you do play. Landlord's still grinding, and the dog walker's at the end of the pier.
Well, Kevin folding ace jack off there, Tower, from +1. You got to remember we're 8-handed as well in this high roller, so not the usual 4-ring 9-handed that we see in the mains. Just taking it back old school from early position, ace jack off into the muck. You'll see pretty much everyone open that hand, but I'm sure Kevin has his reasons for letting it go, and left room for Jack Oliver to open here.
And Dave's folded. Dave hasn't called. Dave's not in the hand.
Yeah, Mitch got a nice candidate to defend here in the big blind. Even off with this stack size, we can definitely invest 1 big blind more, see a flop, see if we can catch something good enough to go with. And he does, flopping top pairs. This is just going to be continue from Jack, and Mitch is going to move all in Tower here with his particular stack size. Jack going for the small 1 big blind bet, and with Mitch's particular stack here, I think it's just always going to be all in from him. No, he is going to choose the call and leave himself 55k back.
5 of clubs turn. And the 7 of clubs completes the back door.
Yeah, and
I think Mitch is pretty happy and pretty confident.
I agree, Tower. I think this is always going to be a bet from Mitch now. Once Jack checks back turn, we just make the assumption that any hand that's ahead of us is going to be firing on the turn, and you can see Jack did just have an air ball there.
Yeah.
Something like ace jack, ace king, even a small pocket pair, ace x suited, just hands that see bet once for the 1BB. Shut down once get called. I think they both won. Jack definitely won. Oh, and Mitch won as well. I spoke to them both this morning. I think Mitch won 18 on the night. Jack was winning. I didn't actually ask him how much, but did win that big pot with the aces versus the king jack against Simon.
In the high roller, you have in the right level 6,000, 12,000, big line 96, 12, 12.
And just one more bust out to tell you about, guys. We have lost another player. Neil Farrell is out on the outer table, which is going to bring us down to 27 players, as we see Jack move all in here with the pocket sixes.
So it's all in to call for Brandon.
Yeah.
Marginal.
Well, could have. Like, going to have to call
9,
with
10,
a lot of
10
his
jack.
range. No, I think he calls with these hands, Tower. He's only got 3 bigs here. He's got a big blind infested, so like the 10 jack, the 9 10's already going to be in. I'm guessing he's got some sort of trash, some 7-4, stuff like that, 6-3, 8-4 off, hands like that in this scenario. He's got 20, well, 30k back. It's actually 4 big blinds, my apologies. So maybe a slightly tighter than the Ranger just said. He had like 10-6, 10-7, 9-6, this type of stuff. And there's the call.
We'll get to see them. 6s for Jack Oliver in seat 2. Gonna be overs.
Not necessarily, Tower. Could be like a Jack deuce, something like that. Queen 8, yeah, it's got overs. Got the 2 overs. Can he find it?
Needs to hit. Sharpish.
Yeah, not a good flop, no runners, and now taking away the spades as well. So going to need an offsuit queen or 8. Oh, finds it! Finds it. Offsuit 8 for Brandon. And happy that he called. Don't think he's ever folding the queen 8. But obviously against Jack's range from that position. But the spin is on.
The spin is on.
And looks like Kevin's on the move. So balance some tables. That means we must have lost someone from an outer, and we have.
We did. We lost another Kevin.
Kevin Allen.
Directly behind where Frankie stood. Kev Allen stood up and walked away. So we're going to lose our Kevin to replace the Kevin that's just been eliminated on the outer table that we can see in the background.
Like for like swap.
Trouble is for table number 2, there's 2 racks of chips going over. And Kev Allen didn't have 2 racks of chips. So Mick Fletcher's doppelganger is off.
So we didn't see Nick Filoni open the 10-9 suited from this position an orbit ago, and doesn't open the Queen Jack here in a 7-handed situation. They're going to leave room for Robbie. Robbie will be opening the King 10. That makes it 20.
I think you might see a little bit of a different Tony today as well, because he's in, I think he's in 7th place or 6th place in the MPL.
Oh, okay.
So he's got the 10k just about locked up, but not probably locked up in his head.
That's a very good point to make, Tart.
And if he's rooting, obviously you need to get into the cash to get the points for the league. He's got a decent stack of 750k. He might just have thought, you know what, today I'm just going to sit back, play solid, and if we do get in the money, take it from there.
Really good point to make.
Should get an updated NPL during the week.
Yeah, and we should get the prize pool after the first break, guys. We're only half hour into the day. Still got a while till we get there.
Yeah, even though we have lost about 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. Exactly 10.
Jack 10 off here for Mitch in the cut-off, off of 12.5. I'm just going to choose to move in here. The Jack 10 off. And over to Ajash in the big blind, who gets out of the way. So Mitch picks it up.
How many players in the seniors so far? None. Not any. The seniors is at 2 o'clock. In fact, we'll show you Blackpool schedule right now. There we go. We're on the Thursday. We're on the High Roller Day 2. That's what me and Jay are covering all the way till we crown a champion. Friday is main event day. Saturday is GUKPT Cup, brand new tournament. A 2-day £500 here in Blackpool as we concentrate on day 2 of the main event. And then day 3, as we crown a champion, will be crowning the champion of the GUKPT Cup as well. And the seniors at 1 o'clock as £150 buy-in. You can buy in if you want to play the seniors. You can buy in at your local club. Tell them you want to play in Blackpool in the seniors, and they will put you in before you get down here. Afternoon, Fizz. How was the fishing this morning?
So Dave Doherty from +1 makes it 23k with the King Queen.
Imagine sitting on a riverbank in this weather today. Like ever. Like, just ever. I'd need a little house with a fishing rod sticking out the window.
And Tony Filoni going to get involved with the Jack 3 of diamonds in the big blind. Oh, that is a flop to see.
We've played a hand, we've defended once, and it comes like that. Don't raise.
And Dave firing for 15k here.
Which
So
stack is he going to put in?
Quarter.
The left, top, middle or bottom?
neither, he can't put in any tower because none of them are 15k. Oh, there we go. Just taking one off. There we go.
Ah.
In the middle and taking it
There
one
we
off.
go. And then he puts it back. I still don't understand it.
So 6 of hearts on the turn. And Dave going quarter pot on the flop. Dave will understand that Nick doesn't necessarily have to have a jack or 3x, but I do think once we're called by him, we are going to be checking fairly often. Like, we'll have some deuces, 4s, 5s, 6s, these type of hands that he's still going to call flop with, so I think it's just going to be shut down central a lot of the time from Dave. Well, if Nick can find the check here, which he does pretty quickly, Dave not taking the bait.
Yeah, not taking it. He's got the lot. Where was the bet, he says?
Well timed check from Dave on the end there. I guess Nick can still call some ace highs versus 25% as well. Alright then, Gullymuff, good afternoon to you. All is good here.
Afternoon, Jenny, watching on Facebook. So Facebook's back up. Good morning.
Falls round to Jack in the cut-off. 8 big blinds, out of the way with the Queen 7 off. And Queen 5 suited for Nick here, should be continuing. And there's the complete, and over to Robbie.
He's had to make an extra pile just for the one.
So Robbie with A7 off here in the big, playing 35 effective. Could see him going either way here, tower. I think checking's fine, I think raising's fine. Does opt for the aggressive route. So 86k, so just over 3.5x. Looks like Nick doesn't want to fold here.
No.
With the suited queen.
He limps, so I'm calling, and slides him in with his finger. Afternoon, Alan and Tim. Rooting for Macapac. Miss you too, Alan. 10, Queen 4. 2 hearts. Nick shoots to the lead.
Yeah, and should be checking this one, assuming he's playing in float. Over to Robbie. Not much going on for us here on the Queen 10-4. Ace of diamonds in there, but is going to choose the fire. Or 22k, so 22 into 82 from Robbie. Just a little bit less than 30%. And just going to be a call here from Nick most of the time. With the Queen 5. There's the call. So on this particular board, I think, well, Jack of Diamonds on the turn. Ball getting very wet now. Not much going on for Robbie. Obviously pick up the Broadway draw, still got the overcard.
Should be checking.
Backdoor nut diamonds block out. Well, we should be the only player that can have ace king here tower. That is one thing to note. And Nick should never have ace king. However, we can definitely have the ace king in this spot. So our opponent can't have the nuts and we can.
He's firing.
Yeah, and I'm guessing barreling the turn to set up a nice river jam on brick rivers and diamond rivers.
Oh
wow, but Nick just rips it in and a snap fold from Robbie.
There you go. Morning, Sam. He's all in Vin playing. He's played the side events. He has been in Blackpool.
He's been here all week. I've seen him.
I don't think he's playing today in the main events, but there's always tomorrow to buy into. That looks like a redraw.
Yes, it does. So who we lost?
The Mad Turk.
The Mad Turk is gone.
And also, I think that was Mr. Teague. Ben Teague makes it 24. Ben made it through yesterday. He made it through, Ben Teague, but flew in from Thailand yesterday. Trains were on strike. He got an Uber from Manchester Airport to Blackpool. So we are doing a table draw of 20 to 24. So 24 players. We'll have a redraw at 16 as well. Why do we use Scotland flags and not England flags? That I don't know. That I don't know. So they're all ready to move and change and get a new seat. Usually pretty smooth. Have a quick look at the rest of the schedule for Blackpool as the players are moving around and waiting for others to take their positions. We'll have news of the grand final as well, and also what is coming up in 2022. There's a few more there.
Got some big news about 2022.
It's nearly over. That's the big
2023.
News. The big news is it's nearly over somehow. That's ridiculous. How is it nearly over already?
Yeah,
how is,
quick.
How is it the second week in November and you walk outside and it's 18 degrees? It's shorts weather.
It's not shorts weather, but it's not as Blackpool as it was last year.
But yes, still got chance to play the G400 in Leeds, the 25-25 in Portsmouth. Leicester's got a 25-25 and the deep stack up in Edinburgh next weekend as well. So there's still plenty going on. The grand final, we have got news on the grand final schedule as well. We'll show you that this weekend. That'll be coming up. The NPL I'm not sure has been updated just yet, so we'll get an updated one as soon as we can, because we're getting very close to knowing who's going to be getting the 10Ks, the big prizes, and then who's going to be playing off on leg number one. The playoff this year is leg number one of next year's GUKPT. So that's what's going to be happening with that. Streaming wise, oh, it ain't there, but streaming wise is basically 3 more days today, and then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday starting at 12:30. £1.30 each day. So we have a new table. We're down to 24. Brandon's in the mix. PK is getting all the names for the action tracker, as you can see right there.
Yeah, we're going to run you through who we've got our free table redraw. So in 1 is going to be Min
G.
In 2 is Fen Trevedy.
I don't know Fen.
Neither do I. I
don't know Fen.
But it looks like Fen knows poker tower. He's got heaps there in front of him. 3 is Jack O'Neill. 4 is Brandon Shields. 5, Chris Johnson.
Marker Parks in the building.
6 is Jack Oliver. 7 is Mitch Hynam, and in 8 is Dave Doherty.
Did you see Mitch on the last stream that he was on? You know how I always say, he gets runs deep, always gets unlucky.
Yeah.
Moves to the feature on the EPT, aces, ta-ra. Like, don't come onto a feature table. Always gets unlucky, that man. But you never know, today might be the day.
So just a quick 3-minute break just to get everyone seated.
All smoothly done.
4 players remaining. Buy-in for this is 2k. 2k buy-in. We had 108 entries total. 18 bagged for day 2. We then had 18 day 2 buy-ins.
18.
So going to be a decent sum up top. Definitely over 50k. We will have a confirmed prize pool soon. Obviously the buy-ins only stopped less than an hour ago. So we will post it on the stream as soon as we get it through to us, how many are paid, what the min cash is, and what is going to be up top. That shouldn't be long till we get that information. So Jack, Ace King here, all in, 8 big blinds. Over to Brandon in the big with the 10-5. That's going to hit the muck. When are we going to the Flying Handbag? Where's that tower? Is that a pub?
Middle of the town.
Middle of the town.
Middle of the town near Funny Girls. Flying Handbag Friday night, Saturday night, buzzing. Probably a little bit quiet tonight, to be fair, Jack. But it's a good night out. It is a good night out. Flamingo's just across the road as well. Also another good night out. To be fair, Thursday used to be a decent night out in town. It used to be payday at one point, didn't it, Thursdays? Everybody out.
So Dave from +2 here makes it 23. And Min, Jack 10, out of the way. Expect Fen to do the same. Over to Jack O'Neill on the button. King Queen here. So either or here for Jack Tower. Can't see him ever folding this one. Just thinking whether to flat or potentially 3-bet this one. Very nice candidate to do it. We have Dave slightly covered as well. And looks like he's going to take the aggressive route. Don't mind this at all. 3-betting to 70k, just south of 3x. Thanks for that, Sheng Ji. Yeah, we will get that changed as soon as possible.
What we got?
We got Jack O'Neill as Jack Oliver in the photo. So, okay, only for one hand. Yeah. Okay. Nice pick up there from Jack. Good enough. Dave out the way with the ace-10.
Heads or tails?
Heads.
Right, T-run. There weren't one there.
I'll go in a second.
High roller, day 2, all the way until we crown a champion.
I've been making it 23 from +2 with the Queen 7 of clubs. This is a little bit out of line, especially at this table as well. There's some very notable names here. Queen 7 suited, a bit wide, especially like with Brandon's stack as well. Like Brandon shoves here, and we're now going to have to call this off as men with the Queen 7. Going to have to make the call, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And he smiles. Ace-8 for Brandon. He will see the good news that he is in front.
Yeah. Brandon says that's what I like to hear, because Minji me went, uh-oh. So live cards for Min G as he tries to eliminate Brandon with the ace-8.
And there's a 7. So now Brandon behind, going to need to find some help. Ace or 8 needed at the moment. And now picking up plenty of outs. 10, 5, ace and 8 all working for him. And it's the Queen. So we are going to lose Brandon Shields. Minji bossing with the Queen 7 of clubs, and we are going to head out.
Why?
Across the road to Pleasure Beach.
Welcome to Blackpool, day 1. It's been a great day. It's a super week in Blackpool. We've got 94 for the main event so far. We're climbing up. We're going up. It's going to be a super day. Day 1B tomorrow. It starts at 1 o'clock at the club. It's going to be a stupendous day. Make sure you involve the 100,000, 200,000 going to see. It's going to get smashed, but tomorrow it's going to be exciting. Where were you?
I wasn't there.
Where were you? Shorts were on and everything. Where were you? Come on. Unbelievable. Oh, Blackpool. Oh, Pleasure Beach jumped off and just moved to that as well.
You know what, Fen, with the King, Queen of Diamonds raises to 20 quay. I know, technology, you wouldn't even know that Tower wasn't on that roller coaster. And Mitch in the big blind hit. Another day 2 buy-in. Seems like he had a double on the outer. He's going to defend with the Jack 8 of spades. Lovely looking flop for Fen, flopping top 2 pair here. And just going to be check bet fold, which can't really do much with the Jack 8 of spades. This is just going to be in the muck.
He was praying it was going to be Camel Derby. Brilliant. We'll have to see if we can do it. We'll have to see if we've got time to get out and do the Camel Derby this week. Jay reckons is the best in the business.
I put China, they had fucking paid 30%. I paid 30% tax. But then I realized
Uncle Dave, sat seat number 9.
yeah. I get the money back.
We had Grandad Robert, didn't we, last one?
Yeah, we did. How are we doing, Lauren? How are we doing, EV Stratty? Yeah, we know about the picture on Jack O'Neill. That gets changed very shortly. The system just inputted it both as.
Yeah, but first Jack.
Yeah, that will be changed.
For some reason it pulls up a random for if it's in the system as a Jack, it comes up for the first Jack, and that does get changed.
We just take all these, coding them up.
So the 7 deuce not going to be defending in the big blind, just raising take for Fenn.
950k. That is a stack at this stage of the high roller. Brandon Shields, last out. $23. Well, they were only 18 bagged up yesterday.
Yeah.
And we've still got 23 left. 18 day 2 buy-ins. 18.
You speak pretty good English, mate. Even those, really, like a majority of them, they speak, I do take time.
And this is going to be all in for Jack Oliver. King Queen suited, easy shove for our 8 big blinds.
You jumping around.
Leave himself a 5k chip back. It looks like it's going to be getting through. Just Min to get through. It's not going to be getting through. Min with the ace king. Sets Jack all in. Jack's going to make the call. And they're going to need to find a 3 out of here to stay alive.
No, I don't have it. I'm serious. No, I don't have it. I don't have it.
When the ruling that came out a couple of weeks ago about leaving the 1 chip behind,
Not that I know of.
I'm pretty sure there was somewhere, I read it, that if somebody moves all in, I think it's already deemed as a call. It was some ruling, so I'll try and find it. I'm sure it was an event. It might have been in Malta actually. Was it the EPT?
So, no help for Jack. Flop no good, turn no good. Gonna need a
Needs
queen.
a queen, and it's not, it's an 8.
So we do lose a Jack Oliver. So going to be getting a player come over. Brandon and Jack both busting in the last 5 minutes. Going to need to balance the tables.
Yeah, it was Piquet that sent it over. EPT London. F Strati.
What was the exact ruling? Yeah.
Ah, there you go. Leo McLean. Leo McLean! That's looking down on Facebook and seeing Phil Ivey watching the stream. How are we doing, Leo? It was a temporary ruling. They brought in for an EPT to prevent using multiple time banks when you've only got looking at the laddering.
I missed the coverage for the.
You'd have been watching some poker from somewhere around the world.
That's interesting.
There we go. Thank you very much. Clearing that up. Yeah, we're all good, Leo. Thank you. It's been a great year yet again on the GUKPT tour. The festival is now in Blackpool, the penultimate leg of the year. London starts on the 1st of December for 18 days. And we'll be there for 10 of it.
So blind on blind here between Min and Fenn, and Min going to choose to fire here. For 1 big blind, and Fenn, easy call for him. Good position here. well ahead with his top pair versus Min's particular holding.
Five of hearts on the turn.
Yeah, and if I'm vent here, I'm happy to bet here with my top pair. I can definitely still get value from some 7x, 9x hands like that. Like to lead, but King Deuce not going to be continuing as Min. So Fen just getting that one. Go his way.
To the high roller. Last one out, Jack Oliver. Meaning 22 are left.
Shall I go on that tee run?
Yes, go on then, get yourself on that tee run. Ace King for Dave, and Min, is this the best race in poker?
Yeah, this is pretty ill, Tower. It's always going to go in, cut off versus bottom, but these two are fairly deep for this stage of the tournament. Over 40 big blinds effective each, and this is just going to be 3-bet from Min, 4-bet rip from Dave, and Min's going to call it off, and it's going to be a huge flip in terms of equity for both players, especially how close we're getting to the money now.
So Jack's out of the way in seat number 3. Back round to Dave in seat number 9. Uncle David.
There's the all in, and there's the snap.
Yeah.
And Dave is going to like what he sees when he gets snapped. That wants to avoid the kings or aces. In fact, he's up against queens. He'll like to see that, and this is pure 50-50.
Biggest pot of the tournament so far for us. $1 million chip pot. Dave Doherty, Ace King, Minji, the Queens. Clean for the Queens.
Dave needs help. And he's not got it on the turn, so could be the end of Dave Doherty. This is a huge pot for Min. Ace or King to fade. And it's Ace on the end.
Big buried yet again.
Dave Doherty finds the ace on the end. And Minji going to be left with fumes.
They're checking the stacks. If he's not out, he's on fumes.
The prize pulls out. Mick's already put it in the commands for us on Twitch. 55k for first, 194,000 prize pool. So Dave
Looks like he's got him.
has got him covered. So we are going to lose Min from the tournament, and Dave now up over 1 million chips. Definitely going to be one of the favourites to take this one down now.
Yep. Confirmed from the dealer. It was close, very, very close. I just realised Matt Davenport's there.
Yeah, he just appears when
Just
there's a few
appears,
tables left. He's like a magician. What happens is there's a couple of tables left, and Matt Davenport just appears. You don't see him all week, Tower, and then he's just there.
It's not. It's not a final 2 tables unless Matt Davenport's on it. It's not a real comp if he's not there. Unbelievable. So well done, David. Uncle David has just got himself a 1 million chip pot. Chip leader, I'm guessing, in the room. Dave Doherty, seat 9. Top lad. The River Barry. So we lost Min, but in between that we also lost Steve Warburton. Steve Warbs playing the cash last night. Was it a day 2 buying for Steve as well?
I think it was.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Meaning we're down to 21. And down to 21.
Right, I will go and get the teas now.
Oh, that's it.
I saw that hand. I was like, I can't.
Can't go for the teas just yet. The tea is on its way. I'll have a quick wander. Bring in the teas. Dave Doherty. Yes, Uncle David, says Lauren. Watching at home. Hope everybody is good up north. So £55,000 first prize. Just short of 200,000 in the prize pool for a high roller in Blackpool. Afternoon, Ian. Neil went out in the first level. It was about 10th out or 11th out this morning. Just about an hour ago. He bust, and I think he jumped straight in the main. So back to the table, because Matt Davenport, quite a few of the times this is a chop, but Matt has the lead. Ace 6 against Ace 3. Not sure Matt's got an Italian flag. Matt's definitely from near Manchester. He's a Liverpool fan, is Matt Davenport. Well, the 6 is playing at the minute. And the ace, the 6 plays. Aces, Jack, 10, 6. So Matt Davenport, not from Italy, will get a double up. Yeah, I've just noticed that. I've just noticed that, Hog King. He is definitely not Italian. He may have changed his name to Matto of the Davenporto. They're in again from the Italian Matt Davenport. Dealer change coming in. So we're on 20 out of the 36 that started day 2. T-Boy's in the building. Look at that, full cup and everything, and it's hot. Ouch. Just so we're on 20. We've lost 16 players so far today. 18 day 2 binds. 18. It doubled the field. Mitch Einem on 174. Another day 2 bind, so he's done well so far. Started. Ace 5-2 flop. Jack shooting to the lead. Jack O'Neill. And I think that should be it. Don't think Mitch will do anything else. Stared him down. Said, "Yep, you've got it." So blind 6-12. Is it 100k starting stake, this high roller? Is that what it is?
Yes, 100k.
Good turnout yet again. Over 100 in Leeds. When they decided to run a high roller, and everybody thought, "Leeds, high roller? Are you mad?" But straight in, and over 100 runners. And the high roller again, proving ever so popular. 108 in Blackpool. So 106 in Leeds, 108 in Blackpool. Good additions. And obviously for the players that want to play another 2-day event that bust out the main event, the GUKPT Cup Saturday and Sunday, which will be on. 9-10 for Dave Doherty, Uncle Dave in the small.
Yeah, always continuing here, Tower. Complete is what you expect to see, and that's what Dave does. And Fen here with the 8-3 off in the big blind, bottom of the range, could potentially raise this one. Wouldn't mind it from Fen. This trash holding, talk about these spots, good to be polar in these type of situations. Looks like Fen is going to choose to raise here with the 8-3. Nice big 3.5x sizing, just under.
Okay.
10-9 for Dave. Still expect Dave to call here. I think he'll be happy with his post-flop capabilities. Even out of position, blind on blind. And there is the call from Dave.
Well, flop for Fen, 8-7-7.
Yeah, well,
An up and downer for Dave Doherty.
yeah, a bit of action here, Tower. Fen with obviously top pair. Likely to be the best hand here, blind on blind. I think we hear about 9s plus from Dave after he completes. I think he's going to complete raise those, so kind of happy with this flop as Fen. Obviously Dave can still have some better 8x and 7x in there as well, but happy to just fire here. Still get some value from some ace highs and potential draws that are going to call. And also denying equity to some hands like Queen Jack, Jack 10, these type of things. So over to Dave, who is going to take the aggressive route here. Does have the 9 of clubs in his hand as well, so potential to barrel on some club turns, perhaps makes it 95k. So choosing this hand to put into this range of bluffs. And he'll balance this by having some 7x as well, tower, maybe even some stronger 8x in this spot, and that Fen with his particular holding cannot go anywhere. Has to call. Front door clubs, plenty of straight draw possibilities out there.
Oh, what a turn card for Fen.
It's an interesting one because like Fen was the razor pre, doesn't necessarily have to have 8x, he can still have some overpairs here, maybe some front door club draws, some straight draws of his own, even some ace highs that might call here on such a draw heavy board on the 877 blind on blind when ranges are supposed to be very wide. Dave weighing up his options here, whether this is going to be a good card to be firing on. I guess we can still credibly rep 8x as well as the 7x that we were repping on the flop for value. Like I say, blind on blind may choose to raise some of our stronger 8x in these situations, and looks like Dave is going to continue to tell a story that he does have a boat here, whether it be 8's full or 7's full, but run straight into it here of Fen, who's just got an easy call here. Can't be doing anything else here as Fen. We want to keep Dave's bluffs in hand like he got, that can be drawing dead to us when we have the check mark, these type of holdings. As well as that, Dave, if we raise, doubt he would fold a 7, but might be able to get away from it. So it's just going to be an easy call here for Fen. He's just using the time bank to act like he's got a bit more of a decision than what he does. Maybe some overpairs, maybe some ace highs now once the 8 pairs that he continued with a club in it.
He's counting out the call. Now, if this comes a 6.
No, if it comes at 6,
Oh,
I think I'm not sure. You might still go for it, but
It's not, it's a brick, it's a queen of clubs.
now is he unloading it? And he's going to get snapped if he does. Is he going to find the all-in? Club coming, club in our hand. There's the
Well, all in and a snap, and now now he knows the bad news is coming. Ouch, ouch, ouch.
You hate it when you just get the snap call. You at least like a little bit of sweat, like, but just when he snaps us off.
That is a 1.8 million chip pot for
Yeah,
Fen, sat in seat 2.
That is massive for Fen with the 8-3, and Dave, after getting the huge double versus Mim for what was around 80-90 big blind pot, was just giving it all to Fen. Like, you think about this here though, guys, if you look at it from this perspective, imagine you're sat there as Fen and you've got any other hand in the deck button 8, any other hand in the deck button 8, you are hating your life. It's a horrible spot. If we've got an overpair there, even if we've rivered a flush with ace-x of clubs, like, it's a grim spot.
Well, he's got him as well.
With any part
he ain't got any chips left
of our range other than 8's full, and credit to Dave for running it, but unfortunately just ran into it there of Fen. And
that is enormous. And Dave Doherty runs it, and unfortunately ran into it.
sometimes it happens, Tal. You're going to run into it some of the times. If you're never caught bluffing, you're not bluffing enough. It's one of those sayings.
The table is silent. The table is absolutely silent.
Well, why it's quiet here, Tal, we'll make some noise because there has been 2 more bust outs on the outer table. Before we lost Dave, we ended up losing Tim Chung and Andrew Reynolds, and then
former champ,
losing Dave Doherty from our table, which means we're actually down to 17 players.
Another elimination. We're down to another redraw.
Yeah, that is it.
As Jay says, sometimes it just happens.
But you say that in the chat, guys, like there's no need to bluff that spot. We got so many chips, we don't need to do that. But like I say, Fenn's got an 8 there. If he hasn't got an 8, he's in a world of hurt. If he hasn't got an 8 in his hand, imagine facing that for heaps and heaps of big blinds. Like any other part of his range, even a 7 there is going to hate their life, because Dave basically repping a boat for value. Like you can't pick a bluff spot every time where you're never going to run into the top end of their range. Some of the time you will. It's as simple as that. And Dave aware how wide ranges are supposed to be blind on blind, and how much else is in there other than the boats in Fenn's range. There's a lot more in there than boats, than hands that fold, if that makes sense. There's a much bigger part of his range that probably fold to that line than call. We will know when we are down to 16, guys, because we will have the 2-table redraw.
Yes.
So blind on blind here. Fenn completing, and Jack checking his option with the 8 deuce. 5 of spades on the turn. And now going to take the initiative here and actually goes for the overbet here. 50k into 36. So around 140% on the turn here from Fenn. And Jack does have a pair here with the 8 deuce. There's some strange sizing as well. But Jack's probably thinking, does he expect him to go this size with like some Queen X, some 10X, these type of holdings? Probably not. So maybe thinking that Fenn can have a lot of air balls here, and our deuce is actually good. Could have picked up some spade draws, maybe even picked up some gut shots, hands like 6-3, 6-4, 3-4, wheel aces, offsuit wheel aces that didn't elect to raise pre, these type of holdings. Because I think Jack, after checking back flop on this 5 of spades turn, was planning on calling a turn lead, but against this size, very tricky. But he's going to make the correct decision here with just this bottom pair.
Three of spades on the river.
So the 8 deuce for Jack is good. However, he will not like to see that river card. Like in his head, maybe thinking that Fenn going this size, like I said, with a hand that picked up a draw in the turn, some backdoor spades, and then all the 6-4, ace-4 complete, even the 3-4, the 3-6 we lose to now, that would be a pair. So he isn't going to love this river card in his head. There's Jack, and Fenn going to use a time bank chimp here. He's making his decision whether he wants to go for it.
That's 85 into 136.
It's around 60% here from Fenn. It's a really difficult spot to call down here, Jack. We like the fact we got the 8 of spades in our hand, obviously. Nice card to have. Removal to some flushes. And the thing is as well, Fenn going 140% on the turn here. Like, do we expect him to do that with any one pair hands, or is it just going to be 2 pair plus and then a lot of the bluffs in there as well? So Jack may be thinking that he still chooses a large size with his 2 pair plus on a river that isn't this size, and wow, he's actually counting out a raise here. It's going to be a quick fold.
And sometimes Fen doesn't have it.
So turning the deuce into a bluff, but was actually the best hand. Fair play to Jack there. Removal to some spades, removal to some 2 pairs, nicely done.
17 left after that monster pot. Afternoon, Kev, watching on Twitch. Just checking in while your butter chicken's cooking. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Shame I never got down to Stoke to watch the mighty Rotherham United. Shame about that. And shame I never got to Sheffield United as well. Another massive win this week for Rotherham United, away at Sheffield United. The mighty Rotherham stuffing them Stoke boys. We got walloped and we won. you know when you have one shot and you score,
yeah,
and the other team has 17 and they don't. That was that kind of game.
So Jack choosing to raise here, the 5-hole off once again near bottom of the range. Need to be polar in these spots, and you will notice the sizing as well. Jack's actually opted for 2.5x here from the small blind, and usually we always say we want to be going bigger in these spots, but all this is just a function of Matt Davenport's stack size here. He's actually using a slightly smaller size than what he usually would, because Matt is only sitting there. Italian Matt, I've just noticed.
I've only just noticed.
Italian.
It should get changed very, very soon, because
Italian Matt Davenport.
Yeah, it's Mataro Davenporto. That's what it is. No,
yeah.
Obviously we're on that 30-minute delay, so when we noticed, and obviously we got PK in the job because Dave didn't know what to do.
Yeah,
he had to change the flags, so it was all right. Yeah. Oh, sausage fingers. Matero Davenporto.
Yeah, so that's all that was there from Jack, just going slightly smaller because of the stack size in question behind us. 15 bigs effective just means we save ourselves between half a big and a big the times that Matt just move all in, as he will do with a lot of his range against that size. For 15 bigs, and we got Mitch here with the pocket fives for 13 big blinds. We are 6-handed, so this could just be in tower. 13 big, 6-handed in the go. And we got Fen here with the pocket fours. At first is 15. Not going to be calling it off. So Matt must have a legitimate decision here.
Yeah.
Eventually gets out of the way. Well, Queen 9 off.
Maybe just tanking with his 180k.
Yeah, we're getting close to the money now, aren't we?
Yeah.
Getting closer and closer, so probably we'll see that from a few players offer these sort of 15 to 20 big stat remits, just tanking 10 seconds or so every time it's on those. Oh then, Blue, we're coming to see you boys this weekend. Need recommendations for good restaurant, South Shore area tower.
Depends what you'd like.
What is? What's just me?
Don't know if you can hear us, guys. Clark, says Mike Solly.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. It looks like we have. We don't know why. We don't know what happened there. PK just went like that, and then Andy went and then Jay went and I'm like, help!
Yeah, so
You can hear us.
what's
You can hear us,
happened,
but
guys.
the pics have gone at the minute, so you can see us, which is good. But at this moment in time, we lost it same time as you lost it, and they're trying to fix it.
Yeah. Tim, if you could do that, let me know how much it is. Bring it in, I'll give you some money here. That would be great if you could do that for me, because it's a bit finicky at the moment. It's not actually charging.
Not
at the
charging at the
moment.
minute. He's like that with it.
You got to get it in the right spot.
And then he
but,
pulls it up, and then he sticks a
yeah.
bit of tape down on it, and he's like that.
How we doing, Francis? How's it going, guys? Just watched Dave bluff off his stack. News, a very good player. That just confirmed it. Sometimes you got to bluff it off, as Francis knows. That is only certain caliber of players are capable of doing it, Francis.
Yeah.
It's the thing.
Yeah.
When you're this deep in a tournament, not many are capable of going.
Yeah, because a lot of people, once they get to a mill, they just like lock up and totally change the game the other way, don't they? Like they're in a decent position to make a deep run. But Dave just felt it. And unfortunately, it was just at the wrong time. We're going to have to just 2 minutes. I've just been told.